Here in Digital, Nirvana has a long history of using AI as well as ML to solve a lot of industry problems. So give me an update where you're heading on that.
Stan, I would say that Digital Nirvana has a long history of applying current technology to solving industry problems. And I can start off with how we came to the media and entertainment industry, starting with the speech recognition, using that for a specific domain, and how that has morphed into machine learning and AI at this point in time. But it's an interesting sidetrack that we've taken. So around 2009, towards just a little bit, a few years before that, we worked on creating a speech recognition engine for a specific domain of earnings call transcripts. And that was our foray into the audio part of the industry before we rolled out Monitor IQ, which was in 2009. But the application of AI and ML, as we see it, has just rolled out in around 2015, end of 2015, when Google open sourced this TensorFlow technology. And then that has seen an explosion of innovation from smaller companies like us in how we can adopt that technologies and algorithms that have been opened up for the public to apply it to specific domains like broadcast or media and entertainment. So going back to how we are using that, I'll give you an example of how when we saw that the speech recognition has moved from a specific domain to a general purpose domain, and we saw how we can apply it for the broadcast and media and entertainment industry, we rolled out our closed captioning product in the cloud, which is a trans. And that uses an automatic speech recognition that has a high degree of accuracy. And then on top of that, we added the ability to do translation, automatic translation into multiple languages. So that's an example of how we are leveraging technology to make workflows more efficient in the media and entertainment space.
Yeah, that's great. So beyond speech recognition and translation capability, you've got other applications. What pain points do you really address?
Several. So let me talk about our the backbone of all of the AI and ML that we see it as the media services IQ portal, which is our set of microservices that we've rolled out that include video intelligence, speech recognition, and then we're layering a whole lot of services on top of that. As an example, let me give you an example of how we're leveraging that. So in Monitor IQ, which is our flagship product for compliance logging, we've introduced the ability to automatically detect advertisements. So the idea here is that, as you know, Monitor IQ is used by TV stations and networks for compliance recording, but it is also being used for competitive monitoring. So imagine a scenario where a local television station, let's say it's an NBC affiliate, wants to know what are the ads playing on my competitor's channels, and being able to automatically get that report using our technology. Now that's a combination of AI and ML there. The idea here is the system is automatically able to detect where the ads are playing using video analysis. And then from using computer vision, which is your machine learning and AI, it can say, okay, this is an ad for Pepsi or this is an ad for Coke. And then being able to generate a report that says that, okay, this local dealer spent X amount of dollars on your competitor channel, and he spent Y amount of dollars on your channel. So that's competitive information that you're getting that really helps. And this is an example of that. Another example is being able to leverage this to figure out what kind of video analytics I can get from this. So the idea here being, let's say that you're broadcasting and you want to be able to figure out what is the metadata for that show that I broadcast, which had a high amount of ratings. So today, what happens is you have your analysts go in and then they try to infer manually what is going on. but there's a whole set of rich metadata that can be extracted from this. What logos were there, what the event was about, who were the actors, what are the face recognition. So this is using a combination of facial recognition, object recognition that you're using to extract rich metadata that helps you in figuring out what is resonating with your audience. That's an example of this. Another area that we feel really good about is the automatic generation of metadata. So as an example, let's say that you have a ton of your content coming in and it's residing in Avid or Adobe. Typically what happens is to create a show, you might have 5 to 10 hours of footage, and that is edited into a 1-hour show. Today, without using our technology, what people are doing is, so if you go into Avid, there is a user interface where you go in and enter metadata about what this content is about. What we're doing is we've created a product metadata IQ that hooks into Avid, and then that in turn then hooks into our media services portal. So then what is happening is it is creating a rich metadata of what the logos are, what the video intelligence is generating, along with the speech to text, and integrating it back into your Avid infrastructure. Now what you have is automatic creation of this metadata that helps you edit much, much faster. That's an example of that.
Yeah, wow, that really saved tons of manpower, that's for sure. So,
absolutely.
New products, can you give us a quick snapshot?
So we started off in the media and entertainment space with Monitor IQ, which is now at version 7. Monitor IQ is our compliance recording solution, but it has evolved into being used by multiple departments in an organization. And I'll tell you, I just talked about the ad recognition piece, which would be used for competitive analysis. Monitor IQ is at version 7. Then we rolled out a Trans, which is our automatic caption generation and translation engine that is in the cloud. That's another example. That's a product 2. Another product that we have is Metadata IQ, which is our metadata generation product, which hooks into Avid and then automatically generates the metadata for you. And then the 4th is our media services IQ portal. Now this is the hub of all of the products, in the sense that we evolving our products into that direction, where we can layer a whole lot of services on top of that, and then all of the other products that talk to it automatically benefit from it. As an example, let's say that today we're automatically doing computer vision, OCR, logo recognition, object recognition, speech to text. But sentiment or emotion analysis is not there yet. It's not that good. But assume that in 6 months or a year's time, we're able to train that engine to recognize emotions. Now we just have to add it into our portal, and bam, the metadata product can hook into that and say, give me an analysis of this. There's nothing that is changed on the client end. All they are seeing is a benefit of the work that is going on. That's an example of where we are headed with this technology.
Emotional analysis, that's really going to be a great option when that happens. So
yes.
What key technologies do you plan to leverage on a go-forward basis?
So as I said, the hub of our the strategy that we are adopting is to make our media services portal as the focal point wherein all of the other products will talk into. And within the media services portal, there's a whole range of technologies that are available for consumption. I'll start off with the speech to text engine that is getting better and better. We're now talking about the translation engine, which can do about 108 languages. Now, on top of that, we are doing video intelligence. Now, video intelligence is the ability to do OCR of the video. It's the ability to detect logos. It's the ability to do facial recognition. And now we're evolving that. And as we add in more and more services, that then becomes a set of services that we can offer to our products. And in fact, we can also offer it as a service to other organizations. An example of this is the ability to take all of this this video intelligence, the speech to text, and create a completely different service. An example of that would be content classification or ad classification. So the idea here is that you ingest a set of advertisements. Today, what happens is a whole lot of broadcasters or companies that ingest a lot of ads and then personalize it. What they do is they get a whole lot of ads, but there's not a metadata that goes with the ads. So today it's a manual process where a set of operators have to go in and say, okay, this ad is okay to be played on Nickelodeon, right? Somebody is actually visually seeing that and then making a decision as to what category the ad belongs in, because there are FCC regulations that you cannot show alcohol ads on children's channels, you cannot show adult content, adult related ads in. So these are all things that come into play, and being able to extract that information automatically using AI and ML, what our media services portal provides, is a huge plus. So that is where we are headed. That's an example of where we're headed.
Well, certainly that that saves a lot of money with misruns and redos like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We feel that this would be a huge step forward in automatic classification of advertisements, especially now that everything is moving towards the video advertisements. And imagine the ability to ingest a video and then add and being able to say what this video ad is all about automatically. That's a huge plus. That's a huge plus.
Oh, absolutely. Certainly the change in the advertising world and how that's gone from linear to nonlinear and specialized ads and things like that. That's absolutely perfect. So you've got some really cool products there. Did you want to talk about anything you're heading next?
Well, as I said, as I was talking about the speech to text engine, and we're really excited about the gains that has been made in this space. And we're excited that we will now be able to do live captioning with this engine. So we're really excited. So right now it's an internal stage where we're seeing good results, and we expect to make rapid strides in this area and being able to roll it out in the next. We're hoping to roll this out by NAB to have a live captioning engine that we can roll it out to multiple TV stations.
Great. Thanks for the update. Good chatting with you, Hiren.